Can you please let what is on your request for? They can't request that. He has to ask them, or they have to change your profile so it's not on private for a minute, and then they can request you up. Yeah, because you on private, so I can't request you. Hey, Miesta.
Hey, you don't understand how I'm big man. I be playing a lot of motherfuckers on this internet.
Miesta.
Thank you, Cupcake.
Don't say Miesta when you say Miesta. I understand. It's Miesta.
What?
Okay. Come from the gun.
Mr. Bryant. Hey, it's Ray. Mr. Bryant, listen. Hey, listen.
You sexy.
With the level up, thank you, baby.
That was the past. You went through my shit. What gave you the right? I gave you my phone, trusted you, so you could go ahead and fucking like your life, and you went behind my back and went in my old messages. Like, who cares? You can bring up recent messages. I delete all messages this year.
That's old, bitch.
My sons are here.
What's up this shit?
Why? Please don't fight.
Hey, where are y'all at right now?
Oh, my name. Hold on. Mark.
Pay close attention. Pay close attention what happens next. We ain't pausing shit. We're gonna play it all the way through.
We can't. He got us on pause. Bray, make a comment. Whenever he come off us.
Virtual aunties, virtual nannies. I need y'all to pick y'all phone up and look at it. I know it's Sunday, so I know what y'all doing. Come to the phone. I need y'all to see this part next. Just come to the phone real quick. You don't want to miss this.
Great. Like the live whenever he comes back so then they can click on your name. Or do that so that they can click on you. Either one.
He's ready to come back to the phone soon. Nah, no, listen. Yep, here we go.
All right, great.
There it go.
And then they can click on your name and request you up. Or send a quick gift or quick.
Get her home. She needs to go home. She needs to go home. She needs to go home. You gave her a whole day to go. I didn't do a shit on my own.
What do y'all request right up?
I didn't do anything with my girlfriend.
I don't know what the fuck going on here. Let me, whatchamacallit, like the super fan sub shit, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry, I'm about to handle this in 2 seconds, huh?
He never turned.
Oh, he's fighting with somebody. Hold on, just listen.
It sounds like the police.
That's his name.
Oh my gosh.
I'll bitch her son. Hey, brother. Sir.
Minister.
Hold on. Sir, to the person with the phone. Sir.
He gonna get his ass on the line. He better calm himself down.
To the person with the phone, can you hear us?
What's a bunch of them?
Sir. Right here in California. Sir. Right, I hope the son beat his ass no shade.
Yeah, no thing.
That's what you get, dumbass boy. Hard work for you to fuck up.
That's exactly what you get.
Say, I ain't gonna call the police, now his ass better be looking like motherfucking dummy.
Hello, can someone hear us? Hello? Hi, sir. Hey, sir, can you hear us?
They can't hear, they got the volume down clearly. So we can hear you.
They calling the police. They calling the police. I hear her.
Shit, at that point, that was round 2 right there. Got his ass some more. Mrs. Sweet, baby, thank you.
This person that's got me as the phone don't know that it's his phone and they don't even know it's on live. They just picked
Thank
up
you,
the phone
Marie.
off the ground. That's why we looking at the sky.
Where is that though?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Hey, stupid. Oh, he got beat the fuck up.
Oh, damn.
Miesta. Oh, my God. Miesta. Oh, he done got beat up.
See, nah, you should have let that lady leave. You would have avoided all of that.
Yeah, because he would got tore playing with mine, but damn. Mons, they said let $2 back up.
They got.
His ass, he better be in that motherfucking car before he be in jail now. Car is right beside her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did say that. Yeah, he might want to go get in his shit. But hell, he got one good eye. And it's a little good.
Girl. I don't know what settings he is. I don't know how y'all are able to comment. That shit say super fan only for me. I've been trying to.
That super fan only live. I don't know how the hell he did.
Aren't super fans.
That's because they be his mod.
Shark.
Yeah.
Oh,
We did the super
Yeah,
fan.
super thing.
Can you hear me?
Look at this shit, bitch.
Can you hear me, Mr. Bryant? Can you hear me?
I'm slower right now, bitch. I'm
Can you hear me, nigga?
Nigga, fuck that shit, nigga.
Listen, I would. Mr. Bryant, can you hear me?
You fuck other niggas in their DMs and shit. You touch niggas in their DMs.
Nigga, can you hear me?
Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Hey, son. Hey, nephew, shut the fuck up, my nigga.
No, I'm telling you, you about to go to jail, stupid. You better. You're about to
Go get in your car.
They called the police on your
In that
ass. You're about
car.
to go to jail.
They called the police.
So I would
Get
advise
in
you.
your car.
Yeah, you're going to jail. You still worried about the girl. You's a fool.
Get in your car. Go to urgent care. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, bitch, leave the bottle, because I know that's what you grabbing, hoe.
That bottle should have been broke.
Now he gets to that car.
Mo bottle.
I got keys that motherfucker. You know what, that bitch? But there's something like that.
No, you're not gonna do nothing.
Hold on, $2, hold on. Miesta. You need to, first of all, the police are on the way, so I don't know if you need to wipe your face, I don't know if you need to pull off. The police is on the way. They called the police and they're on the way.
Ain't nobody ready to
They already called them. We heard them on the phone. The police is coming. They'll be there in 2 minutes.
Man is beating you upside your head, Flub. You say
Child. Ooh. It took a lot for me not to laugh, so. Ooh, child. So real quick, y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna make this simple for y'all. You wanna come up and be a juror. We're gonna speak on this one part. You wanna be a juror? Request up now. If not, I'll let the vloggers up and we're gonna run this shit together all day. Y'all choice. In the meantime, between time, ain't no motherfucking way Ain't no way.
Bella, I have one statement and then I will drop back down and do my mod duties. Everybody who doubted T Money, now say something. Because T Money said this to everybody. And everybody doubted T Money. I'm dropping.
Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, Misunderstood.
Hey, Bella, good morning.
Good day, boo. All right. Do anybody else want to request her to be a juror? Like I said, if not, we can just have all the vloggers up in the panel today. It don't make me no never mind, and we can get through these cases. Let me know what y'all want to do. All right, vloggers, this is what I need y'all to do. Request back up. We gonna get through these cases because we still got a show to do, and we gonna get right to it.
Hey, Bella.
Good day, y'all. Good day. Yeah, we gonna get straight to the point. All right. So real quick, we gonna step by step. I'm gonna go through this with y'all together. First thing first, it's the holidays when all this is going on. This is Thanksgiving Day, the moment a lot of people have been looking forward to, right? While we are up, getting breakfast ready, doing what normal people do. Miesta, he's with a woman named Rosa. They're sitting in her car. He's in the driver's seat. She's in the passenger seat. Apparently, Miesta goes through Rosa's phone, seeing old messages, and decided to confront her about old messages before they even knew one another existed. He felt some type of way about the guys that she was talking to, accuses her of cheating, not being loyal. This sounds very familiar to those who've been around. This script sounds extremely familiar. But okay. Long story short, all she had to do was leave, get to her son as requested. That's all she wanted to do. But apparently, Mr. Miesta, decided he had other plans for her. He was just like, yeah, no, I'm not getting out the car. Which means what? For those who understand, and we are almost at 100,000 in the likes, by the way. If somebody is requesting to leave and they are unable to do so, they are being held against their will. What is that called? We're gonna legalize everything that we watch play out. One term says kidnapping, the other term says held hostage. Can one of y'all do me a solid? Look online. What is the penalty of kidnapping in California? If you are found guilty of kidnapping or holding someone hostage, holding someone against their will, what is the penalty for that? Let's start there. Oh, unlawful detainment. Write that one down too. All right, Misunderstood says 5 to 9 years alone. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it, y'all. So 5 to 9 years alone just for that one charge. One moment. All right. So we know for a fact, again, that's what was going on. She wanted to leave, wouldn't let her leave. Her sons just so happened, we find out later on that her 14-year-old son that she was trying to get home to was in the live watching what was going on, and he contacted his older brother. Now, here's the problem with the situation at hand in itself. And y'all just give me a moment to collect myself because, again, seeing a situation like that play out that could have been avoided, it's a lot of different things that I have to say to that. However, we're going to fast forward some of the information because y'all not going to believe this shit. He gets his ass handed to him. Let's call it what it is. He eventually leaves. She's able to go her way. He goes his. Tell me why he gets stopped by a state trooper. He gets stopped by some type of law enforcement. Y'all, if you have not interacted with Miesta, his whole demeanor like, man, fuck this, fuck that, When the police pulled up on him, he's crying, he's pleading. He's like, basically, the scene on Baby Boy when he's like, I got jumped by some little gangsters. He was acting like that, like very much hurt, very much upset. And it gets quiet. Dead silence. He's not muted, so all we hear is highway noise. Then the live eventually drops. I'm telling y'all, I swear to goodness, I'm not making none of this shit up. Tell me why he goes live again. He goes live again, bragging about the police not arresting him. I ain't got a license. I ain't got no registration. This motherfucker is feeling invincible at this point. Virtual aunties, virtual nanas, I'm not making this shit up, I swear to you. He legit, like everything that like we thought was going to happen did not happen. When the sun came up, nothing. We thinking, okay, well, the police, they stopped him because the crime was reported. Nope. He gets on live. He's talking cash shit. Just, yeah, because I'm on my way over there to her house. They going to have to run it back. So he's so angry. Keep in mind, y'all seen his fucking eye. That shit like, you know what I mean? That shit over with. Friday after next, when he got his ass handed to him about them young boys, they was like, you know what happened to the last security guards? And he was looking like that. Shit just just sitting there. That wasn't enough. He said, you know what? Nah, I'm going to go ahead back to the crib. I'm going to go ahead. They're going to have to run me this fade. We like, sir, what you want them to shut your other eye? I'm confused. And you can't say, oh, they snuck me to. We saw the interaction. You were face to face. You had a bottle in your hand. He had a bottle in his hand and still got handed the way he got handled. He gets away from police. He claims he get ready to go over to her house, says he has a key to her house. And he like, nah, fuck that. This gonna happen, that gonna happen. He even says, so y'all gonna have to excuse my language on this one. He says, when I get there, I am going to stick my manhood into her mouth when I get there. Sir, what? It's bad enough in that clip we was watching. We just got straight to the point. But moments before that, he's literally talking about how she gave him a mouth hug on live. He's talking about that in that same clip. And now you telling us when I get there, she's gonna, excuse me? Someone get Olivia and them on the phone. But okay. This is where it gets worse. It is alleged, and I don't know how true this is. It is alleged that Miesta laid with her that same night. That's what was alleged. The next day, apparently, Rosa, she's in another live. It's a quiet space. They barely be having people over there. So she wanted to go there, speak comfortably, say her piece of what happened, right? She saw about 30 people touch down in that live and said, I'm shutting down the conversation. They see me over here. I don't want to talk about it no more. But she claims in that live that she was done with Miesta. That's you, child. Listen. Well, later on, as a matter of fact, yesterday to be specific, Rosa's son had some things he wanted to say. I gotta give a shout out to Genstigator in the bodega. I haven't seen it in a long time, but you know what I mean, she was able to hold an interview inside of the store. Press came in. Everybody was well behaved. They saw cameras everywhere. Nobody stole nothing. So I gotta give a shout out to the viewers. I gotta give a shout out to the bodega. You know what I mean? They ain't had to put no insurance claims in. Everything was cool. It's corporate steady. So we gonna hear what happened when Jacob got to Gen Live. Let's hear what transpired, what took place. As a matter of fact, because we gonna do this. Now keep in mind, just so y'all are aware, Rosa is in the live with Jacob. So we're gonna hear this.
I'm gonna ask Jacob a question, then I'm gonna let $2 go. $2, Jacob. I know you listening, because you've been listening for a while.
And moments like this, by the way, before y'all hear that, this is why everybody on this side of TikTok is vital. Because you might want to be able to cover some information for somebody, but they might feel comfortable in a whole different space. The bottom line, the job gets done. We all have a part that we play on this side. What was the motherfucking odds Genstigator was going to be able to talk to the son? How did that even happen? We don't know. But she got the job done, didn't she? This is why it's good that we all have a role to play. Give credit where it's due. Shout out to the bodega.
How do you feel about what we're listening to? If you could pick up what she's putting down, because we picking it up. How do you feel?
To be honest, I told you before, stop trying to put your trust into all these men.
Thank y'all for grabbing y'all heart knees.
They're all talk about, oh yeah, I'll treat you better, I'll take your son out, I'll marry you, I'll buy you this house, when they ain't got no job, they got no car, they got, they really don't got a lot of things going for themselves. I'm like, first you need to start asking the question of not, oh yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with this guy and have fun with this guy. I like the way he makes me feel, because yeah, it's good for the beginning, but all that crap dies down after a while.
So you kind of saying like you kind of used to it?
I've been through situations where I will say it. My mom almost did lose her life by some guy John that tried to put a needle in her arm, and
Oh my God, Jacob, do not tell
Oh
my story
shit.
that I almost died. Like,
Oh, okay. Now I'm all right. Real quick. Oh shit. Run the lights up. Engagement is very vital right now. Okay, so y'all see what the fuck I'm wearing. I was at a whole watch party yesterday. I tried to listen in on some of the stuff that was going on. I was with the in-laws. It's some shit I didn't even hear. So my apologies in advance. Okay, I see where this is going, but we need to hear this. Please engage. Ooh.
oh no, like, are you serious? That's my past. Leave my past alone. Please, I already was unalive.
I've
Okay,
been through
stop.
stuff.
Okay, you guys made all mistakes too. Stop bringing up my past.
We definitely
Please.
have. We definitely have. But I
Like,
think
we all go through things. You go through things. You've been through very bad relationships, Jacob, yourself.
But not.
You know, but I still love you.
but this this affects him too, right? Because he like
No, I know that, and I'm trying to tell him the stuff that he does affects me too. If we all could think about that, I'm not trying to justify my stuff, but all in all, everybody has to realize we all go through stuff.
right.
Yeah, but
And I'm not gonna go through it no more. Can we just like move forward, make things better? You know, what can we do
well,
from
the
here
one thing
going
is,
forward?
well, it's pretty much on this live, so we'll make sure this does not occur again.
Well, I know that. I
Because
don't even know why it even
next thing you
became
know, I'm
on
pretty
the
sure a
line.
lot of people don't want to see, on the news saying about what happened to so and so, how this happened and this.
I agree with you.
He could probably have killed you. And that's the one thing I did not want to find.
Hey, unalive. Like wait. Okay. So let's got things before I drop it on your head.
First, I'd like to say that you look cute with that red wig. Hey Jacob, I honestly would like to commend you for showing restraint because people don't play about their mamas, right? And I think if it was any other type of ethnicity, it would be a different situation. So I do applaud you for showing restraint. And I can tell that you really do love your mom. But now, God's daughter, I asked you, I was the one that hopped on the panel yesterday. And I asked you several times if you felt like you were in danger, and you never answered my question. So I would like for you to answer now. Did you feel like you were in danger at that moment?
Half and half. I felt like I was in danger, yes, and then the other half, no. But I just wanted to get home to my kid, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I could have messed him up and knocked him out. I mean, I did that to my kid's dad when he put his hands on me, both of them. You know, I've never fought a woman in my whole life, and I would never ever put hands on a woman, never. But Jacob knows that even when my kid's dad put his hands on me, I handled that. Excuse me to say that on here. And my first husband, the same thing too. You know, but all I wanted to do was go home, and he wasn't letting me go home, and I was not leaving there without my car. And my car, that's my car. I pay $375 a month for that car. That's my stuff. That's my property.
I gotta understand. I don't think that you really is digesting how you sound to us. You're giving excuses for him, and it seems as if
I'm not giving excuses. I just want to be left alone with him and just go on with my life. I'm upset with myself for even going through this right now. You know what I mean? I'm really upset with myself for doing this, for even putting myself in this predicament. I'm upset. I'm hurt with myself. You guys don't know when I'm going and I'm crying. I'm in my car by myself trying to figure out what did you do, Rosalinda? Why Rosalinda? I talk to myself like that daily. You know, I see my 14-year-old son laying next to him. That's my baby. You know, I almost could have lost myself. You know, my son knows I've been through 17 car accidents. Yes, I almost had an overdose. I almost got unalive. Yes, that is true. I got nothing to hide about my life.
So because you were in those detrimental situations, when the question is asked, are you gonna take him back? Why can you not say yes or no? Which is what your son is asking you.
I think the old Rosalinda would have, the Rosalinda back in the days, but the Rosalinda now that I'm older, I know my worth. I know my worth. I know what type of woman I am. I know what type of woman I can be.
Okay, I think
I just,
I don't think.
And I'm going for help. I'm going for help. I already signed myself up with where I'm going to get the help that I need for myself, to not be in situations like this anymore.
Okay.
right.
I think, and when I tell you I'm finding it. I'm finding it. I think you're not really convincing. You're trying to convince yourself.
I'm not convincing myself. I'm telling you guys the truth, you know? And that's what's getting me upset because nobody's.
No, I think you are trying to convince us, either us or yourself.
No, I
Because
want you guys.
you keep saying that you know your worth. Respectfully, being in these traumatic situations for as long as you've been in them, you don't learn that from one day to the next. I know. It takes time. So don't say that you know your worth. You're going to. You're working through that. But in 3 days, you didn't completely know your worth. We other women of us have been there. It takes a long time to get to that place. I appreciate you trying, but I think it's not very convincing to us that you really want to change because it's a yes or no answer and you keep going around it and you're making excuses as to why you won't set straight boundaries between you and him. Respectfully, I understand that. Like I said, a lot of people deal with trauma differently. It's not linear. It never is, and it's not going to be. And it's also not going to be easy because this is not your first situation, right? I understand that. I'm completely aware of that. And hearing the shit that you've been through, yes, you have a lot of shit that you need to deal with. But that's not going to happen just by you saying like nobody has the answer, right? Is what I'm trying to say.
No,
right?
but it's getting me mad right now because I'm reading a comment that's down there that somebody says I like their views. That is not true. People need to stop saying stuff like that because I don't like the views.
Okay, well, the comments is going to, they're going to be ignorant.
Yeah.
You can't go by that, right? Which is why we even dropped the whole panel in the first place. There's a lot of shit going on at one time, right? I think what I'm saying is, just at least for your safety and at least for the safety of your child, so you know, Jacob and Mark can handle themselves. We got it. We saw it in real time. We get it. But I think for the safety of you and your son, there's steps that you can take that you not going to take, i.e. a restraining order, i.e. calling the cops, and all this bunch of stuff. Okay, let me say this. She's processing, she's doing this, she's doing that. I understand that. But he's also telling her, like, I'm here for you. Let's do this together. And she's still going around the issue. I think there's things that you can do in place right now to protect yourself from a legal standpoint.
I also think about it is like in the original clip.
So
in the original clip, he said, "I'm gonna be gone. I'm out of here. I'm gone." And she said, "What does that mean?" And he said, "That means I'm gone." And he said,
Yeah, okay, I understand people are doing the most in the comments. You can mute them for a second because I'm seeing y'all blocking people that I actually fuck with. Y'all running amok, and I'm not like shit. Y'all blocking people that I actually fuck with.
I ain't touch it. I ain't touch nobody. Can I talk to her for a second, Jen?
Just I want to get this out. Let me get this out. I was trying to talk about Jim.
Let me finish my statement. That day in the car with him, he said, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. You said, what does that mean? He said, that means I'm done. I'm out of here. Your response to him was, well then, so you're single? He said, yeah, I'm single. I'm done. You said, well, I guess I'm going to be single because you don't want to be with me, right, Miesta? Am I single? You don't want to be with me? You don't want to be with me anymore? That was right after he was currently disrespecting you before your sons got there. So that's why people are having a hard time, because even in that moment, you showed that if he still wanted to be with you in that moment, you would have still been with him in that particular moment. So that's it. That's all I was gonna say. I'm here for the comment, cousins. If you got a question, I'll be there.
Well, I'm reading the comments, so I don't want to keep bringing everybody up, and then it gets overstimulating and fuck. And she already digging in her purse, and that shit overstimulating.
Let me just add before Captain goes on here. I just think love is a terrible drug, right? So I get that you may have loved him, but I don't have any kids. But your kids is crying out for you to leave this dusty ninja alone, and I think that should take precedent over everything. I don't know if you realize that you put your kids in a situation. Like your son could have been unalive at that moment, and I don't think that you have digested that.
Hey, Kia.
I think that that's the most imperative thing here. That if you go back to him, there's a bigger picture here. There's a bigger picture here. And I think that you really need to listen to your son, despite the fact that he is in his 30s. No parent wants their kids locked up behind bars or buried 6 feet under. And we didn't know.
No, before you do that, I want to make sure she's listening, because if she's not, there's no point. When she come back, you can finish. I want to say this before you. Okay, go ahead.
I'm listening. It's just that my 14-year-old son's texting me. I'm gonna take him for a haircut. I told him I'm on my way.
Okay, like I was saying previously, I really don't think that you're digesting how big this could have been. Your kids is practically crying out for you. Your son, Jacob, and his friend could have been unalive yesterday because of the decisions that you made. And I really think that you need to listen to them when they see things that you don't see. And I get that love is a terrible drug. I get it. I've been in love. I've been married 19 years. I understand. I really understand. But I've never been in the situation that you've been in. But if I have been, I think that I would listen to my kids. And I think that you need to listen to your son, Jacob. He is literally crying out to you, telling you to leave this man alone, because the situation could have been 100 times worse, Rosalinda. And I need you to just digest that. Your son could have been unalive.
What's up, Kimmy?
Or locked up for unaliving a
Coach
man
Phillips.
because of the decisions that you made. Now, true, Niesta was wrong in every aspect, but I think that if we make better decisions, the outcomes would be different. I think that you just need to see and listen to your kids. He is just begging you not to take this man back. Make better decisions in the future, because you put him in a situation that he should not have been put in.
I also want to say this before Kappa goes in this.
Q Shell, thank you so much for becoming a super fan, baby. Thank you.
That's not how abuse works. We're aware. We know that. Everybody's individual journey to healing from abuse is different, right? Some people have been through it, so they're speaking from experience, so they can also see the red flags that we're seeing right now. Yes, we've been praying for her for the past couple of days. We will continue to pray for her. If she needs advice from anybody, I'm pretty sure there's other women out here that would love to give her some advice, and a village of people that will definitely rally behind her. Like,
thank you for the level up.
Right. For me, the most important person that she needs to listen to is right in this box right here, and that's not connecting either. Right? This man could have either ended up in jail or unalive. Like Poker said, C-Rack heads are strong as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I think what we're trying to say is, we see it, we see you, we see the situation. You don't have to go through this alone either. She has to make the decision to leave. We get that. But I feel like at some point, maybe sometimes she didn't have somebody to tell her, hey, you don't have to keep doing this. Hey, you can walk away. What's your face? Stop putting that in the comments. It's the 17th time you put that shit and you're being mad ignorant, and you my mod, that shit looks crazy. Don't piss me off. So, like I said, I think for a lot of people it was a joke in the sense of what happened to Miesta, but what led Miesta to that point was not a joke. We know that. The shit that she went through was not a joke. It was not a kiki. Nobody was laughing when it was happening to her. Now, what happened after the fact, then yeah, she like it is what it is, right? But I think for her, for me, what I'm getting is that
Thank you for the level up.
She's listening to respond, not to understand. That's what's not connecting with me. She's not listening to anything that we're trying to say right now, and shit, it might be new, like to her or whatever, right? It's a lot. But I think she needs to worry more about that 14-year-old that she needs to protect and make sure that he doesn't come around. Because even though he doesn't have a key, he still knows where you live. So for you need to get an order of protection or something. So in fact, when he does come off that high and that eye opens up, because he probably can't even see, he probably can't drive enough to go over there because his eye's shut. So at some point, you also don't want your son, the 14-year-old, to grow up with the same trauma that he clearly has from all the previous relationships that you've been in, is what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead, Captain.
Okay. Oh, thank you for muting your TV. It was on volume 1000. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna talk to her because she on teacup. I'm gonna talk to the rest of the women in this comment section. I've talked about this on my live. When I was 15, about to turn 16, one of my best friends left somebody that was abusive, but didn't do it with a plan. So him and the brother went over to his house and they shot my friend in the face. Okay? The trauma of that happening still sits and resonates with my friend group to this day. Okay? It's something you'll never get over because you know that some.
Now again, you hear this information, you feel like it might trigger you, leave, collect yourself, come back. Engage, grab your heart knees, but respectfully, we're going to talk about it. It needs to be discussed. DV happens in the community more than y'all think it do. It's just not discussed as much as it should be. We're going to talk about it. We're going to address it. We're going to face it head on. All right? If it's too much for you, collect yourself and come back. We understand.
That you love and care about walk this earth, and somebody else decided they didn't need to be here anymore because they couldn't control them. Okay? So the first thing, Jacob, your mama needs to do before she make any decisions, y'all need to have a plan. Y'all need to have a safety plan. Secondly, what I want to say to you, Jacob, is you 30 years old, okay? I'm almost twice your age. I'm 20 years older than you. Jacob, you got the rest of your life ahead of you, okay? If your mother decides that she wants to do anything other than protect you, your other brothers, and your other little brother, then it is your job then to secure your little brother from your mom. That's it. That's all, ma'am. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just talking.
You guys are making me out to be like I'm a bad person. I already said I'm going to stay away from you.
I'm not trying to fight.
I know, but you guys are hurting me right now for no reason.
I understand you hurt.
Okay,
I'm talking about generational. I'm talking about you are creating generational trauma.
Yes, I already know that.
These boys have already said that you have went from one bad relationship to the next,
yeah, their father put me through 13 years of hell. You're right.
Okay, but ma'am, you stayed in them 13 years.
Okay, you're right, I did. You're right, I did.
Exactly. Let me finish my thought and then I'll listen to everything that you have to say. Jacob, you got the rest of your life ahead of you. You do not and should not ever put your life on the line for somebody that has residual comeback. Like if they keep putting themselves, if you just met me, Jacob, and you met me and I was on a cliff, and then you go 2-3 days down the road, I'm on a cliff again, you get me off, you meet me again, I'm on a cliff, you get me off. How many times you gonna do that? You're not gonna do that too many times, right?
That's his mama.
Pause. Let's hold on to that one moment. and understand what she just said. You constantly removing someone off the cliff. Almost every day, you're having to remove someone off the cliff. Do you feel like just in that moment, did y'all understand what Kappa was saying in that moment? Some saying yes, some saying that's his mom. Okay, so there's split feelings on this. Let's keep listening.
But it doesn't matter. Your blood, for my mama, that's your blood can be toxic. Your blood can be toxic. And we have to call out toxicity when we call out toxicity. If you are...
Pause. Did you hear what she just said? Your own blood can be toxic. Do you agree or disagree with that statement alone? That your own blood, the person who birthed you or the person who helped plant the seed inside your mother, do you agree that either party can be too toxic for you? Okay, let's keep listening. Because what we're doing today, we're listening to understand. I want y'all to listen with logic and not with your emotions. Listen to understand everything that's being said.
Toxic parent, your child had the right to walk away from you.
I'm not
if you
toxic.
are a toxic
I'm not
parent,
toxic.
your child has the right
I agree,
to
but
walk
that's still
away
his
from
mama,
you.
though, okay?
I got to stop it one more time and I'm going to let it play through. If you are someone who had to grieve a parent that's alive, say yes in the audience because people need to see this. Have you ever had to grieve a parent that's alive? Do y'all know what that means? For those who are streaming and have the comments section showing, I need y'all to see this part. There's a lot of people that understand exactly what Kappa is saying. As much as you may not want to walk away from a toxic parent, sometimes it is in your best interest to get the fuck on. Get away. And nobody's saying that is an easy decision to make. But until you've been in that situation where it was either your life or theirs, until you've been in that predicament where your hand is forced and you just have to let them go, y'all won't understand what Kappa is saying.
That's still his mama. Nah, fuck that. That's still his mama. All right. Can we call? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna ask Jacob a question, then I'm gonna let $2. I mean, not $2. Jacob, I know you listening because you've been actively listening for.
One moment. So we have the professional commenter in the audience. She says it's not being received because she is not qualified. That's why she's emotional and screaming. It's not being received because she's not qualified. Real quick, professional commenter, are you aware that Kappa herself is a mother? And are you aware that in order for Kappa to exist, that she had to have parents? So you will understand that she just may be speaking from a place of experience or something she's witnessed.
How do you feel about what we're listening to? If you can pick up what she's putting down, because we picking it up. How do you feel?
To be honest, I've told you before, stop trying to put your trust.
All right, I have people in the audience saying Kappa is not a professional. Real quick, I'm gonna make it simple for y'all to understand. When they have game shows such as Family Feud, in order for them to get the answers on the board, y'all do know that they have to go to people to get that information, to get the answers, right? Information come from people with experience. So if they're getting information, more than likely the person who was the professional case studier, in order for them to be considered that, they needed someone to watch. They needed to build these case studies of actual events. I don't understand how y'all not understanding that will definitely make her more than qualified. She starts by being qualified because she is someone's child. Let's start there. We don't know if Kappa had to remove one of her parents out of her life because they were toxic. You don't know that to be a fact. Or the fact that she herself experienced someone having to remove themselves from their parent. Y'all don't know. So to assume she's not qualified, again, try to remove your personal, try to remove your emotions and just hear what's being said. And there's people that believe you can't even coach someone on how to get back healthy from being an addict if they never experienced being an addict themselves. There's people who believe that. I recall, shout out to Sauce, I recall people downplaying him. He's in school to be a therapist himself, and people saying he's not qualified to speak on nothing because he hasn't experienced anything. I remember those conversations. So y'all hitting people with a double-edged sword. Okay, so he goes to school, he gets the training for it to understand it. Oh, he's not qualified because he ain't experienced it. Come on, man. Come on, open y'all ears.
To all these men you try to talk to, and you know they're all talk about, oh yeah, I'll treat you better, I'll take your son out, I'll marry you, I'll buy you this house, when they ain't got no job, they got no car, they got, you know, they really don't got a lot of things going for themselves. I'm like, first you need to start asking the question of not, you know, oh yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with this guy and have fun with this guy. I like the way he makes me feel, because yeah, it's good for the beginning, but you know, all that crap dies down after a while.
So you kind of saying like you kind of used to?
I've been through situations where I will say it. My mom almost.
Wait, one moment. So that starts over. Let's get to the next clip.
How much abuse should he take? I'm not a toxic parent. Stop saying that.
That's still his mama, and he defended his mama.
I'm not a toxic parent.
Okay, but how much? How much?
That's up for him to decide. We can't put that time.
Mute me.
I didn't know Brian was going to do this to
We
me.
can't put that time restraint on
I'm going to
him.
leave Brian alone. I'm going to leave Brian alone. End of discussion. I'm leaving that man alone. I'm moving forward. I didn't know he was going to do this to me. I'm done.
Rosalinda, let me drop, give me a second.
Okay.
She apparently was a good mama to him. She just made bad relationship choices. He was going to defend his mama. If she was a bad mama, he wouldn't have showed up, right?
Let's think about that point. Now let's listen from that perspective. She was a good mom to her children. She just had bad choices in relationships. Do y'all believe that the two can exist in one? That she was a great mother, hence why he shows up for his mom when he feel like she's in need or in trouble. Can y'all understand both sides in that perspective? Okay.
Continues to traumatize her.
But if she was a bad mama to him, he wouldn't have showed up.
Is my shit broke?
I'm not a bad mom. Stop saying that.
Exactly. That's my point, Rosalinda. He would have never showed up.
Hold on, $2. Jen is trying to say something. Everybody mute up. Everybody mute. Jen trying to say something.
Okay. Number one, Kappa's opinion is Kappa's opinion. She's entitled to it. We get it, right? I understand that. He gonna step behind his mom and all this bitch shit that $2 say, right? I'm gonna say this.
Thank you, Nikki.
As far as I'm concerned, clearly you didn't listen to the last 10 minutes of me monologuing to you. for you to say that I was saying that you was wrong. I did say that at the beginning, but that's just because you just was not getting it, right? I understand that you have a lot of trauma that you have to work through, right? But you also got to do the work to get through it. I understand, and also I'm gonna say this too, Lala. I understand what you're saying. This whole he gonna ride behind his mama, but at some point also, as a mom, you can't put your kids, you continue to put your kids in the position. That this whole situation could have went the whole other way. Is the point we trying to make?
I agree with that, but he has to make that choice. He has to say when it's enough. We can't put that on him.
No, he does not, $2. He not in the fucking relationship.
Yes, he does. He has to
listen.
say, okay, I'm done with my mom shit.
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second.
Can't make that decision for him.
I'm going to let you speak. Let me finish this because I haven't said anything. That man is not in the
either,
I'm gonna let you. Okay, I've been up here for the longest. I'm gonna let you speak. I promise.
Kate.
You wasn't here.
She was here first. Give me a second. Go ahead, Jonathan. And then
Thank you so much. I'll keep
order
it.
is drop me poker and then. Okay.
Thank you so much, Jen. Hi, gosh, child. I want to tell you, as coming from also a you, select, you have to take a step back from relationships. It sounds like you're continuing a cycle of trauma. You're not realizing it because your dysfunction has become your function. You are using relationships or men or even snakes, and it could be either one or all three, to complete something that you're dealing with emotionally that hasn't been addressed. You have to get help for that. If you are not stronger, because it sounds like you're close to my age, and I'm 50, so it sounds like you're somewhere near me, and you're talking about all of these years of abuse that you've been through. When are you going to say enough is enough? Because the only commonality in all of these relationships are you. So why are you said that you know your worth. If you know your worth, you don't sell yourself at a discount. Yes, there's not.
That's the reason why I'm walking away, ma'am. I'm not gonna stay in it, okay? I made a bad decision. I didn't know he was gonna be like this.
You didn't just make one bad decision. Listening to you talk, you made several. You made several.
Yeah, but I was married 13 years with those other people. And then my second son that I had 2 kids with was 2003 to 2018 because I believed in relationship and marriage. My second husband has a drug addiction, and guess what? He still does. And guess what? Wait, can I finish saying? Two months ago, my daughter brought my ex-husband to my house on drugs, and then they expect me to always be there for them. And I said, this is what I told everybody. I'm tired. I'm not going to be allowing myself to be run over no more. From this day forward, yesterday.
Listen to this. You just admitted to knowing a man for a little while and giving him a key to
Stop calling me a lame-ass woman, whoever's talking about me down there, because you don't know me.
And she is driving. She cannot drive, read the comments, and respond.
This is like fucked up.
Baby, you gotta drive though. You need to drive. Forget these comments. Forget coming off mute. Just drive till you get where you gotta go. We just had somebody.
I gotta pick up my son and take him for a damn haircut.
Then put that phone down. You can't drive and read comments. You can't be driving and reading comments.
This is like Rosalinda, bullshit.
Hey, Rosalinda, listen. Listen, nothing is as important as your safety right now. So you can always come back. Okay, you can always come back, Rosalinda.
What do you guys want from me? Like, come on now.
Right now, Rosalinda, I want you to get off of live while you're driving. You will be here.
You can always come back. It's not that imperative. This conversation is not that imperative for you to be distracted from getting your son and focusing on the road. We already had one bad incident. So you can always come back. We got your son Jacob here. You can always come back, Rosalinda. It's not that imperative for you to be here at this moment.
I'm gonna put you down.
Yeah. Get your baby, get yourself together before you get with your baby. Take a moment, wipe your tears. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this is community. These are people who are really rallying around you and trying to offer you advice and direction so that you can make better decisions because your decisions impact not just you, but your baby, right? Sorry.
Okay, I just want to
I'm listening to all y'all and I'm hearing y'all out. It's just I want my mom to know, like, there's a lot of women out here that pretty much got her back, but she has to have her own back in order for her to keep on going and not put herself in these stupid situations that can cost her life and possibly
What about you, your life,
Possibly your life too. Shit.
your other brother, his life. So that's all I wanted to say.
Give me a second, drop point, because can I help you?
Oh, I talking about
Me?
Bianca. Oh, that's
Me,
my
Jen?
14-year-old brother.
This is her other son. It's her other son.
Boy, you were spamming in the comments. I don't know who you was.
Oh yeah, cause like
I thought he was a fake page.
people keep
Me
talking
too.
about
That's
it.
why
So,
I was like, what the heck? My
like,
bad.
there's no need for her to be
They
up
have
here
to
though.
step away from protecting their mother if she's going to continue doing the same thing that she's done for years, because all it is going to get them hurt or in
I
prison.
disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree.
It's okay, $2. You can disagree, but he doesn't deserve to unalive because it's his mama's bad decision. Because after he unalive, she's gonna get the next man.
I agree with that. I agree with
So
that.
Thank
he has his life to live. He should have his own wife. He should have his own children. Children should not be responsible for protecting their.
So the other voice you heard in the panel, that is her youngest son. That's the 14-year-old she was trying to get home to. He comes into the panel. All right. And real quick, for those speaking on the hair, wig fever. Shout out to wig fever.
Wait. Is this the 14-year-old?
Give me a second. That's what
It is.
Oh, bro, you can't be in here. It's 18 and up, son. We understand you're going to participate in conversation, but you too young, baby boy.
Alright, but like my mom don't need to be up here, so if she tries coming back up, just don't let her in. She has too much going on. She don't even know how to speak correctly, so don't let her come up again. Don't let her come up again.
Okay. And don't when she come to pick you up, baby, don't let her be on TikTok driving and reading comments while y'all trying to get where y'all trying to go. But y'all didn't let me finish, Jen. You cut me clean, smooth.
I'm gonna say this, Cap, and I'm gonna drop. Y'all, they are protecting their mother from herself. Not from men, but from herself, because she's the one continuing to get in these toxic relationships, and she's just as toxic. She called Miesta bitches and the N-word. So she was
we
So-
got that part, but that don't negate the fact that he didn't have to keep her hostage in the damn part.
No, I didn't say he was right, but I'm saying she played.
Can y'all not touch?
Thank you. Even after him, until she heals, she's gonna get into another relationship like her ex-husband, her next baby daddy, and Miesta. She has to get therapy to get out of this. This is the only way she can get over it, because she's using these relationships because this is what's familiar to her. She has to get out of it. Good luck to you.
I'm gonna say this, right? Please give me a second to get it out. I do want to thank Jacob, first of all, for coming up here. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. This wasn't even supposed to be all that. We just wanted him to come over so we could ha-ha and kiki about him beating his ass. Respectfully, that's how this started. Then he came over here. He's a very educated, we can tell he's a very educated young man. He explained the situation. We got a lot of clarity, which y'all didn't hear, because a lot of y'all wasn't here. We got a lot of clarity about the questions that a lot of us had about how it even started, how he even got to that place, how the situation happened between him and his mom. I personally thought that him and his mom and Miesta was together for a lot longer than it was in fact, right? That's number one. Number two, the people on the panel, you are more than welcome to give your opinion as long as you're not yelling at this lady. This is why I muted Kappa a couple times. I get it, Kappa, you're very passionate about this. You told us your story about what happened to you, so you can be very passionate. I get it, right? But I think in the midst of everything that she got going on, this can be very triggering. And a lot of things that we forget is that not only is it triggering for the person that's on the panel going through it, it can be triggering for people that is in the comments, either the panel, or elicited from the hallway. That is number one. Somebody drop makeup, right? I know a lot of y'all think that I like to joke around. A lot of y'all think that I'm a clown, this, that, or whatever. But there's a lot of stuff that I do take seriously. I'm gonna answer this question one time and one time only. And the person that asked me knows who I'm talking to. I don't get on here and judge no motherfucking body by what the fuck they've been through And I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all what the fuck trauma I have been through. Respectfully. Do not question anything that I got going on. I don't have to come on here and tell y'all what I have been through and what I haven't been through to understand what somebody else has been through. Respectfully. What I said came from a place of somebody who knows what the fuck she's talking about. I understand that it's gonna take time. I understand she needs to isolate from him, which is why my initial point was to get away from him, to take the necessary steps so he can't get near her. What I'm not gonna do is re-trigger myself. I swear to God, every time somebody says something is, well, have you been through this? Have you been through? Why do I tell you what I've been through for me to be giving advice? Care about you dearly. But don't question what I haven't been through. Sometimes, some of y'all do need tough love. Well, that coddling shit will get you nowhere. Sometimes, respectfully. I'm not complaining. Yes, she is going through a lot. I get that. What happened to her is dead the fuck wrong. Which is why he's sitting there, can't see from the fucking eye. Sitting there, couldn't eat not a piece of turkey yesterday because his mouth was all fucked up. Don't ask me what I haven't been through. This is triggered for every fucking body. And I'm not mad at the person. I'm not mad at the people in the comments either. I'm just saying that shit is, don't ask me shit like that.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, there's 900 and some people in this room. There's probably 500, 600, 700, 900, 1,000 people in another room. 500 people somewhere else, and 1,000 people somewhere else. And nothing that we say is going to help her until she wants help. We know that. Until she's ready, nothing we say is gonna help. We can give her the advice, maybe that should sit in the back of her brain. Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes somebody will tell me something and at that moment,
In the meantime, in between time, y'all tap the screen, share the live, give the host an option, get your daily heartbeats, please. Thank you. While she working on her kids and what she got going on, I wanted to talk to Jacob. What I was trying to say, and your mom came in and she started talking, was people will always say, but that's your mama, that's your daddy, that's your granddaddy, that's your auntie, that's your uncle. If they not enhancing your life, if they not bringing fruitful, honest to God love and enhancement to your life, baby, you've been going through this sound like for 30 years. I'd be damned if I give 30 years of my life to anybody that just can't get right. I'm sorry, sometimes parents, and we need to understand that. Aunties, uncles, mamas, daddies, grandparents can be toxic. And I tell any kid that I talk to, if your parent is treating you or acting in a way that you don't think you want to be involved in, it is okay to walk away. You are not a built-in bodyguard. You were not born on this earth just to keep putting yourself right back in the same situation. I am scared that the next man won't be me Esther. He won't take the ass whooping and just go jump in his car and speed down the road with no plates, no brakes, no mirrors, no nothing, and get pulled over and all that. I'm scared the next man might pull something out and hurt you and your siblings. That's what I'm scared. I'm scared the next man gonna hurt your mama. But you know what? If she knows she always got that backup baby, she knows she can call y'all, then guess what she gonna always do? She not gonna be responsible for her. She's gonna be responsible picking the phone up, knowing you love her more than you love yourself, and you're gonna come running over and you're gonna bail her out. Well, I want you to start. You don't gotta do it today, baby. Love your mama. Give her what you got. But I want you to start thinking about you first. It's time to put you first. It's time, 30 years, she ain't got it together, baby. It's time to put you first. And ain't nobody, including me, gonna judge you. It's your time now.
And get your little.
So one moment. We have an audience member that want to speak to this case. Good day, cool.
Good morning, Bella. So you asked me a question. Well, I said it's doing more harm than good. When I say it's doing more harm than good, what I'm saying is not only is she's not on the panel anymore because I was watching this. It was almost 1,000 people in there. We don't know who was watching. There were DVs. I guarantee there were people going through DV in there at that moment, watching, trying to determine, okay, should I get out this situation? It takes someone 7 times before they get out of a situation. And when they walk away, it's the most dangerous time. I ended up with a concussion because of it. When I was leaving, that's when a bottle went upside my head. And I ended up blacking out with a concussion. What I'm saying is, sometimes what they were doing was absolutely an intervention. But we also have to realize that we don't know this woman's background as far as how long abuse has been happening to her. This is normal to her. For us, it's abnormal, right? And her abnormal is normal to her. And so what I was saying in the comments, like this is doing more harm than good, is this. She already got low self-esteem. She's already low. For her to allow this to happen over and over again, getting out of a marriage, going back to a relationship, y'all, her self-esteem is all the way pits, right? So with bringing her on and her talking, and she felt like people were coming at her, for not being a good mother. That was not the time to lay into her. That's what I'm saying, right? Because this woman is so, she's not there. I don't know how else to describe it, right? She's not in her right mind at all. And then if you put C-Rack in that, this woman ain't who she is. She's not in her right mind at all. So when I'm saying, that's all I was saying, is doing more harm than good when it's not someone that can lead you through a DV situation like the one I went through. Because it's literally an emotional, mental anguish. It's more than physical. It's mental and emotional. And you locked in until you're not locked in anymore. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, cool. Trina?
Yes, thank you, Judge. Hello, Bella. That king of clocking something, that's our Barb. He say he wanna come up. I feel like this. From this is to my knowledge, but the people who have been speaking are not trained in DV. They're not trained in trauma. They're not trained in anything to have been able to intelligently offer any advice, right? We can all speak from our own experience, but I don't think that necessarily equips you to handle somebody who less than 72 hours ago had just gone through a DV situation that spilled into her children being involved. And no, you don't always have to be an expert or trained, but what happens is when y'all volunteer for these conversations, right? Y'all emotions get into it. A lot of y'all traumas and triggers get into it, and y'all start thinking about what you would do and how you would handle it and what you would want, and you when you're not the one that it happened to, right? And I get it, where it's mess over here, it's about clocking shit over here. I get that, right? And I also get that she came here herself. So some of that is on her, right? Some of that is on her because she came over here on her own to speak. I get that totally as well. However, I feel like it's disingenuous to pretend like you care when you know that you're just clocking it because it's content and you really don't care. Nobody's going to check on that lady. Nobody's going to make sure she's okay. Nobody's going to make sure her sons are okay. Once something else happens with Miesta, it'll just be something else that happens with Miesta, like it was with T Money, right? So in my opinion, it was just very disingenuous. A lot of the conversations going on, because nobody really knows what they're talking about. We all know what we went through, But that doesn't mean that you know what you're talking about. It just means that you know you went through it and you thankfully got out of it. That's it.
Okay. King.
It's always this is my other page, but it's a few things I want to hit on. The basically y'all asking that man to just let his mom go and deal whatever she deal with on her own. Like that sounds crazy. Cause a lot of y'all, even if y'all mom doing fucked up shit, y'all got cousins that y'all ride for that do fucked up shit or steadily in messed up situations, and y'all will still defend them no matter what. And telling somebody to not defend their mom is crazy. That sounded so idiotic to say. I'm gonna be honest. And then as far as the qualified thing, just to even hit on what Trina said, I think what people are saying is that you're not qualified to do something. Just because you give advice or you've been through something doesn't mean you're qualified. Because if we're gonna be honest, if that lady went to a therapist and she gave the therapist a little bit of pushback, you think a therapist would have yelled at her and telling her what to do? No. That lady gave them a little bit of pushback and they all started yelling, no, you need to do this. That just because you go through something don't make you qualified. It gives you experience, but it doesn't make you qualified. That's two different things. Like, let's be serious. It's two different things. And to me, everybody wanted to be the teacher and not be the student. Because everybody wants to give their personal, oh, well, I've been through this, so you should move the way I did because it worked for me. Just because it worked for you in your situation doesn't mean it's going to work for anybody else. And it's fucked up that it turned into an interrogation because, like I said, if anybody was really the student, just sitting back, listening and observing, you can tell the lady comprehension skills wasn't even up to par. So it should have been deaded from there. Because knowing that her comprehension skills ain't up to par, it's no need for me to talk to her maybe at this point in time. Because she's not even going to comprehend anything. But because so many people up there trying to be the teacher and have a teaching moment and have this God complex of, if I say this, this might save your life. No, just sit back and listen. It could have been deaded right then and there. Like, all right, we're not even going to speak to you. Because she just went through something. It was what? A little bit over 24 hours ago? Like, are we serious right now? But everybody feel like because what they saying, and some of y'all are, the shit that y'all was saying to her was correct. But once again, it worked for you. It may not work for her. And we got to learn when to turn this fucking clock it and wake it up shit off. We got to learn when to turn that shit off, bro. Because everybody be so stuck in that mode that they just jump in this motherfucker and just say shit and not really pay attention and observe anything that's going on. No, none of y'all really know when to turn that shit off. That's somebody's mom. And then on top of that, I'm not hearing nobody give a number to nowhere, giving her great tips and tricks to do. Nobody's doing that. Everybody's just telling their personal experience and telling her what to do from their personal experience. And for her son, for that man, I didn't hear nobody up there giving him advice how to talk to his mom, or because maybe that's the only way he know how to protect his mom is to get physical. I'm pretty sure nobody sat down to him to train him or teach him how to sit down and talk to his mom to get her out of a situation. But once again, y'all just be so busy trying to be the teacher instead of being a student and just sitting back and paying attention. Everybody be so emotionally intelligent, but where was it at in that moment? Like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta learn when to turn that shit off, bro. That's somebody's fucking mom. Y'all niggas telling that boy, yeah, well, just let your mom go. She keep going through it. Y'all sound like dickheads. Because y'all not letting y'all mom go through that. Y'all not letting anybody y'all really care about that has your heart go through that. No matter how many times they step in mud, you not letting them go through that, bro. You not leaving their side. Shit is weird, bro. Y'all gotta learn when to turn that shit off, man.
Good morning, Bella.
Alex.
The only thing, and good morning, panel, common cousins. The only thing I disagree about with Arby's, I got two pieces. First one is, I know we say a lot of people will not let their parents go through that, but the children are victims as well. And I think that Kappa's advice is coming from a good place. Some of us do have parents that are repeat offenders when it comes to the choices that they make in their life. Now, are we happy that they're going through it? Absolutely not. Nobody want to sit there and watch their mama or their daddy go through none of that stuff. But you have to choose you at some point in time. And I think that the information that she gave to him, there was nothing wrong with saying, I know, although you do love this individual, you have to be mindful of the life that you live in as well. And you can't always live for mommy or live for daddy. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that type of advice. I think we keep missing the fact that they're involved in this as well. And then the last thing is I think we need to learn to believe victims the first time. Because I just remember T Money being badgered about her story even being an honest story. And it come to find out that Miesta is a repeat offender. So maybe survivors and victims don't need to plead a million times about the abuse they went through. We just believe them because